everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. Welcome to the NFL on EA Sports. Today we've got a team that's been great at defending the pass. The Raiders are top 10 at defending the pass. They'll be going up against the Chargers, who will need to solve that secondary. With that, we'll send it over to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis. They've got the call in this Week 5 matchup.
Thank you very much, Larry. We are here on a beautiful afternoon for football. Straight ahead, it's a matchup of unbeatens between the San Diego Chargers and the Oakland Raiders. Hi again, everyone. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we look at the Raiders here entering play. They've been playing their best football of the year, winners of 4 in a row. Meanwhile, for our visitors, the Chargers, we're in October now, so everybody should be coming into form, shouldn't they?
They really should, and what you have now is a full routine established about what you want to get done and full focus on the season.
Certainly the game of the weekend, maybe the game of the year, the battle of the unbeatens as we get underway. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. So here comes the Raider offense now onto the field. They'll be led out by their enigmatic quarterback, the Heisman winner from Baylor. It's Robert Griffin III.
I think sometimes when you've had some rocky days as a starting quarterback in the NFL, people start to focus in on what you can't do or what they perceive you can't do. For Robert Griffin III, I say you remember what he can do and utilize those skills and strengths. I think you've got a legit starting quarterback in the NFL again.
And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Give him 13 on the pickup there. Good enough for an Oakland first down. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. And still for me, with the injuries, every time he carries that football, you just kind of hold your breath, don't you?
You have to, because you noted it. The injuries in the past have derailed his career up until this point. Now we're seeing some more evidence of him using his legs again, but he does have to be careful. They need him out on the field.
Yeah, RG3, you got to have him out there, so explosive. And if this offense is going to flow today, certainly the running back will be a key piece.
Without a doubt, because they ask their runner to not just do that, but to block, to catch, to help set a tone for their offense.
Griffin throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. Now on this first drive, looks like they want to get that vertical passing game going early.
And they did, and what a warning shot they just fired. If you're not going to back up and play coverage deep, we're going to attack you all game long. And once you adjust to that and you start to back off, then that opens things up underneath. A really nice start for them. Great way to get the game going.
It'll be a 2-yard gain, and it'll make it a 2nd down. Time quickly to look at the Chargers defense.
Jason Verrett may not have ideal size as a cornerback, but no one plays the ball better in the air than the guy I call Mighty Mouse.
Second down now after the pass completion. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Here's Griffin, escaping the pressure right. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. It's a gain of 5, and that'll bring up a 3rd down. So a look here at the key inactives, and we got this list before the game down on the field. And they tell us the same thing every time, don't they? Next man up.
No excuses. Be ready to play. That's the mantra of every organization. The key is having guys on the roster who are capable of filling in and playing at a high level. That's when you know you've drafted well, scouted free agents well, and stocked your team just the way you're supposed to. And fit's the exact right word. Over the middle, there's almost always traffic, so anytime you're a receiver in that area, you're not just focused on catching the football. You're wondering where the collision's going to come from, right? Because there's almost always someone there able to concentrate, catch it, and even added a little extra at the end with a short run.
And he's brought down. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a 1st and goal.
And this has been an excellent drive to start the game off. Move the ball downfield well. Now they're set up at 1st and goal after that last really nice run. Exactly how a coach would draw things up.
And he's in. Touchdown, Raiders. A great play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Raiders drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. That's just a solid, methodical drive to start this game.
And how about how it culminated? Doing exactly what they wanted to do, getting the ball downfield, and then running it into the end zone. I'm just telling you, partner, when you run it in rather than throw it in, that hurts a defense psychologically a heck of a lot more.
Sebastian Janikowski on for the PAT. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. Now it's scooped up, and this is a live football. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. 20, 10, 5. And he brings this all the way back. So forget 7-0. It's 6-2. On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. So here's the Charger offense making their way out. They'll be led out by Phillip Rivers in his 13th NFL season, and now, Charles, his 11th as the Charger starter. Quite a run.
It has been a terrific run, and somewhere Charger greats of the past are just looking at Phillip Rivers and saying he's the exact guy to follow in the chain. You know, they've always had guys who could throw it really well, big-time receivers, put up big numbers on offense. Phillip Rivers was the exact right guy to be in San Diego.
Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. And, Charles, here's the offensive lineup.
Melvin Gordon, the exciting young runner out of Wisconsin, well over 2,000 yards his last year with the Badgers. This is a guy who can catch it and run it.
2nd down to the offense in search of 6 yards. From the shotgun, it's Rivers. Finding time. It's hauled in here by Edmond. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. Time to meet the defensive starters for the Oakland Raiders, and you want to discuss one of their safeties.
I certainly do. Carl Joseph out of West Virginia always did a great job policing the middle of the field. A big hitter, knocked the ball away, but really added to his game as last year as a Mountaineer. Became a better cover guy and a better ball hawk before he got injured. They're really going to love him in Oakland. A dime look defensively for the Raiders on 3rd down.
Yeah, you're right. 2 extra DBs out there. To throw, Rivers. Got a man. It's complete. Williams. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a 1st down.
Now Gordon on 1st down. And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
It's really simple to say that they know their identity, that they are a passing team. But one of the reasons that they're so successful, they know how to mix in the run and make sure that they keep the defense off balance and not able to just simply say, let's go get the quarterback and disrupt things.
Rivers now on 2nd down. They shakes him off. Surveying the field. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables. Otherwise, they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
This presentation of the NFL on EA Sports is brought to you by Gatorade, the sports fuel company.
Back now to begin the second quarter with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin. It's the Chargers here with a football. They'll come up on a 3rd and 4 here to start things out. Defense really showing respect to the deep ball here, playing off the receivers. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. At 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with a football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
Now Rivers going to give to Gordon on the draw. Evades the tackler and now some space. And all the way in. Touchdown, San Diego. Melvin Gordon, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Chargers have taken the lead. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
Josh Lambo now for the point after. And he's got it to make it now 9-6. And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or 2 shy of the 30. So out come the Raiders. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a bead on you, maybe you mix it up a little bit, a little play action and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
2nd and 1 and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And this one is incomplete. Michael Crabtree, the intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down. Unable to connect on the 1st down pass play. Now it's 2nd down. Second and 10. Once again, Griffin. And an alley to run. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. They'll throw on 1st down with Griffin. Being chased out left. His throw incomplete.
Illegal forward pass, offense.
Well, there's one you don't see often, the illegal forward pass.
And the reason we don't see it very often is the quarterback has to be totally beyond the line of scrimmage for the flag to come out. If any part of the quarterback is behind the line of scrimmage when he throws the ball, then it's not an illegal forward pass. It's a tried and true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
On that play, as you saw the route start to develop downfield, I got the sense that maybe the run would set up for him, and he took full advantage of it and got a big gain on a busted play.
On 1st down, Griffin. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. Give him 3 on the play, and it'll be a 2nd down in the red zone this time. Boy, the evolution of the game and how these guys and plays like that can get out of the pocket, keep plays alive, it just makes things so much harder for... And he is in! Touchdown, Raiders! A great effort there with his second touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And once again, the Raiders are back out in front. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. I can get some more. And he'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
He missed one earlier, remember, but this time he gets it to go. So that drive in total 8 plays, and it ends with an Oakland touchdown. On as the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Now the Chargers offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. And that last drive, it was all about the ground game, ground and pound.
And I don't care how we're playing the game these days, offensive linemen still want to fire out and smack the guy opposite them and move the football on the ground. They feel better about that. That's what they want to do. That's how they want to play, and that's how they got it done.
Yeah, they got it for a touchdown last drive. Let's see what happens here.
Partner, I was fortunate enough to see Melvin Gordon throughout his college career. And what I liked the most about him, he always added something to his game. He went from being what I called a gimmick runner, a lot of jet sweeps and things of that nature, to being a full-time 3-down back who can make big plays at any time.
Big plays indeed from Kenosha, Wisconsin. High school teammate of...
Say it.
Trey Waynes.
How about that? Pretty good right there.
Yeah,
now,
good
2 of those
combo.
guys end up in the NFL.
He's brought down that time by a couple of Raiders. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. We'll come back to Oakland after this. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Larry Ridley will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. Wide open, it's Allen, complete. And he eventually goes down, but not before reaching the 30-yard line. Fresh set of downs here. On 1st and 10, Rivers. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down. 10 yards still left on 2nd down. They got pressure there and only rushing 3.
And there's a defensive coordinator right now who is celebrating not just getting home with 3 there, but realizing if that's the type of pressure he can get in the entire game, then his pass defense is going to be excellent. You're dropping 8. Where are you going to go with the football?
A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Rivers, this will be caught at about the 6. A 5-yard gain, and now they're set up 1st and goal.
Hunter Henry out of the University of Arkansas was definitely the consensus top tight end in the 2016 draft. I thought he might sneak into the 1st round. He didn't, but I think that Phillip Rivers...
And this is hauled in by Williams for a Charger touchdown. Tyrell Williams, his first touchdown on the year. And the Chargers have once again taken the lead.
And while that touchdown does not give them an insurmountable lead, it's still a lead, and that always feels good to a team.
They'd love to take that into the lockers, but a little time left on that clock, so some work to do.
I like that. I like how you're guarding against a letdown there.
Marty looking forward.
Coaching them up from right up here in the booth.
Here's Tywan Jones on the return. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The Raiders offense now making their way back out onto the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team.
But when this ball's tipped and intercepted, picked off by Jason Verrett, and it's a tremendous return as they finally get him at about the 10-yard line.
Naturally, we're going to say it was a poor pass, but the defensive guys say it was just a great play by them. They broke on the football, picked it off, and gave some momentum to their team.
Following the interception here, Rivers. That's complete right around the 8. That throw good for 4. It's second down. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
When we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, you know, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him.
And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Jeff Cumberland, his first touchdown on the year. And the Chargers find a way to stretch their lead. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here in the second quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the second half.
And he breaks it all the way out to the 38-yard line. Great return. The Raiders offense now, they trot back out, and with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Well, they decided to air it out a little bit on that play, take a shot downfield, but the coverage was really nice, able to get a hand in and tip it away.
To throw is RG3. He's got time. He's going to take another shot here. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left.
On every offensive coordinator, every play caller's sheet, they have about 5 or 6 plays per game that they call shot plays or big plays. And you don't get many opportunities to dial them up. And they just did. And they drop it with a great chance to make a big play. That's going to hurt.
Amari Cooper, the intended target, and it's 4th down. Well, they've had a pretty frustrating first half here offensively, and then just continued there with that incompletion.
Yeah, definitely frustrating for them, but heartening for the other guys. Those stop troops, they're enjoying things right now because they've made it very difficult for them throughout the half.
And it is incomplete. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game as we send you cross-country to our EA Sports Studios in Orlando with our halftime report. Here's Larry Ridley.
Thanks, Brandon, and welcome to our EA Halftime Report. I'm Larry Ridley. The Raiders are down right now, but they have to feel like they're still in it. The Chargers have been the better team, though, and will try to maintain the lead in the second half. All right, let's get straight to it. Here's some highlights from the first half. Raiders with the football midway through the first. They'll go with the run here, and he'll take it in for the touchdown. They're now on top by 4. Now 2nd and 8. Gordon's looking for room to run, and he'd cap off the 9-play drive with a TD. That puts them up by a field goal. Raiders lined up at the 20. He'll take the run up the middle, and he'd cap off the 8-play drive with a TD. The Raiders go up by 4. Chargers line up at the 3. Nice work to make the catch in double coverage, and he'd cap off the 9-play drive with a TD, which takes the lead to 3. Raiders take over late in the second. Griffin's got to rush the throw, and it's intercepted. Chargers defense happy to get off the field. Offense out now following the INT. Cumberland's the target on the sideline throw, and it ends up working for a touchdown, pushing the lead to 10. So that'll do it for us here in Orlando. For the call of the second half, let's hand it back over to Brandon and Charles. Brandon.
On as the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Out comes the Chargers as they'll go on offense now to start this third quarter. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself,
rush coming, and he's taken down.
Holding offense.
And the Raiders call on a nickel set for third down. Play fake to Gordon. Now Rivers. Now a hit, and Rivers lost the football. And a costly turnover there as the ball will be spotted first and goal at the 5-yard line.
but that's a down and distance coaches always talk about trying to avoid, isn't it? I mean, that's third and long, and you just know they're pinning their ears back and coming after him, sometimes even with extra pressure.
And he knew that. I mean, he knew they were coming. He just fumbled it.
Yeah, he knew it. The offensive line knew it. Everyone did, yet the pressure was still there, and he ended up coughing it up.
Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on fourth, didn't get it. And he's over the line and in for a Raider touchdown. A great play there with touchdown number 3 in the game and 6 on the year. And the Raiders take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. And the lead is down to a field goal now. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And now San Diego getting set to go. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
Now, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. Rivers on first down. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. Second down and 10.
So many offense want to include their running backs into their passing offense and be able to swing the ball out or check it down to them. But sometimes those guys are just not as comfortable catching the ball as they are running it.
Wide open receiver complete. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line.
Coaches really don't care from what position they get this, but run after the catch ability, rack ability, is often the difference between winning and losing and changing field position.
Again, it's Rivers. And this will be caught in the end zone for a Chargers touchdown. Keenan Allen, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Chargers are going to add on to their lead. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Well, that's about as quick of a passing touchdown as you'll ever see right there.
Everyone has a section in their playbook called the quick game. That was a super quick game. Out of the hands of the thrower, bam, right to the receiver, successfully for a touchdown.
How in-depth is that quick game part of the playbook?
It's pretty in-depth because people want the ball in the hands of the quarterback into the playmaker's hands downfield as fast as possible. There are a lot of plays, a lot of options involved with that.
And now Oakland ready to take the field. Griffin, last time they were out, they scored. Still trailing here, though, so some work to do.
But it's okay in terms of mindset. Because they scored the last time, they're not quite as worried about being down on the scoreboard because now their confidence is a little bit higher. They feel like they got something going, and they feel like they can attack again and put more points on the board.
Are you scoreboard watching if you're the offense, or are you just focused on this drive?
We wouldn't be telling the truth if we said that they didn't scoreboard watch. Everyone does it to some extent. But you've got to set it aside right now and just focus on this series. That'll take care of the scoreboard if they punch it into the end zone.
Steps away to his left. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
and he still doesn't have a catch. We're into the second half. I think it's a little bit of a surprise to me, but that was one he should have caught.
Absolutely. That was his best opportunity right there. He dropped it. Now it's Griffin. Forced out to his left. Now look out. Griffin hit, and he lost the football. It's loose. And now they're in the hurry-up. Now Griffin on first down. Buying time to his left. And some room to work. It's a gain of 17 that time. And the Raiders are going to have a first down. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. They go read option with Griffin. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. Now they'll throw it with Griffin. Out to his left. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. They were trying to get it to DeAndre Washington. And it's third down. And the offense looking to pick up the first down after the second down incompletion. On third down, Griffin eluding the pressure right. And he finds Cook. 18 yards there and a first down. RG3 outside of the pocket. You know that's where he can be really dangerous with the feet or here the arm.
And that scares defenses in a big way because his ability to break ranks and still make big...
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Raiders have cut it back to within a score. And the lead is down to a field goal now. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And now San Diego getting set to go. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustment.
There goes Melvin Gordon. Past the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, San Diego. Melvin Gordon with his second TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Chargers find a way to stretch their lead. And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly, right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
This is taken at his 4. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And they're going to need another score. Got one last time, but still down here.
When you're playing catch-up, every possession becomes crucial, doesn't it? It's vital. Get back out on the field, punch in the...
This is caught at the 20. And he'll be taken down deep into San Diego territory. A big play that time for the Raiders. 54 yards. And now the offense operates in the red zone. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their players. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. A great play there with a career-high 4-touchdown game. And the Raiders are back within a score. And the lead is down to a field goal now. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover him? And you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone. And now San Diego getting set to go. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense maybe not expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball, but how about them just taking it big-time jaunt. Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
One man in the backfield is Gordon. And they'll give it to him here. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks. And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
A first down throw here for Rivers. Quick hitter here, it's complete. That throw good for 4. It's second down. So both offenses come to life here in this third quarter as this is shaping up for a good finish. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in the East Bay. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter. Now a second down throw for Rivers. Henry's got it out on the left side. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45.
Coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. And in this situation with the lead fourth quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive.
Hey, a lot of points have been scored in this game, but what a nice play by the defense. Stepping up on that one. Maybe they'll get things going in their direction after a play like that.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
When you decide to run a hitch route, it really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
Rivers from the gun on third down. And right side, Henry's got it. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's fourth down. So on now is the kicker, Josh Lambo. From the right hash, just a 34-yard attempt.
They got the completion, but they didn't get the first down. So you got to think, if you're on the defensive side of the ball, you're pretty happy with what you just accomplished there.
Yeah, guy, like you said, got him out of bounds, stopped the clock, kept him short of the marker. So they get the 3 here, but you wonder whether that's going to be enough.
Yeah, I mean, you've now made it so they need a touchdown rather than a field goal to catch them. But you're right. If they'd gotten 6 out of that drive, this would be a much different game.
He's got a convoy, and he might be gone. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. Johnny Holden with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Raiders are an extra point away from taking the lead. A big-time fourth-quarter return for a touchdown to tie this game. Now the PAT obviously would give them the lead.
And as we know, it's no longer a gimme since they changed the rules a couple of seasons ago.
Janikowski on for the extra point. And they have taken the lead here in this fourth quarter. So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. That's fielded in the end zone. And he will take a knee here. So per the new rules in 2016, this will be brought out to the 25-yard line. And now San Diego getting set to go. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. Well, we haven't been shortchanged on offense. Another fun play to watch there on the deep pass.
This game has the feel of what, a turkey bowl, a Thanksgiving day.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
Holding offense.
And they're going to go soft on the corners. Rivers now on 2nd down. Complete. Hunter Henry with a grab. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes. What I love about watching the passing game nowadays is that the one-dimensional receiver is really starting to leave the game. You've got to be able to do it all. Of course, you got to run fast. Of course, you got to catch the ball. But route running savvy and toughness, there's a premium for all of that now.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. It'll only be a loss of a couple, but the pressure gets home on 1st down. So this offense really needs to make something happen here late in the 4th with the football. 2nd down, Rivers. And that is incomplete. Keenan Allen, the intended receiver. And now it's 3rd down. Time starting to run out here in the 4th. This defense just trying to keep the offense off the board and preserve this potential victory. Play fake to Gordon. Now Rivers. He's got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Chargers. Tyrell Williams with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. So now a big play coming up as the Chargers are going to go for 2. And that score gives us our 6th lead change of the game.
Are we back on the playground?
And he's going to go down. Can't get rid of it. So a sack on the 2-point try. So tried to throw it in for 2 points, but the D got home, brought him down.
Yeah, got home, which means there had to be good coverage. Just had nowhere to go with the ball. Typically, you're trying to throw quick hitters, quick slants, maybe even a quick fade. Nothing was open. He ends up getting sacked.
And he breaks it all the way out to the 38-yard line. Great return. Robert Griffin III now gears up to lead this offense again. He's had quite the turnaround, Charles. At the start of the game, passing game was a little bit of a mess, but he's back on the horse, so to speak.
Love seeing how someone can rebound from a slow start or a tough start. It means that they're strong mentally. They've kind of calmed themselves down. Everyone's rallied around them. Maybe they even change game planning a little bit in order to make things better for them.
Time for a break. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. He's back to throw. Roberts with it over the middle. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40.
Holding offense.
So a little grabbing there, but this time it goes against the offense for holding. They'll wind up losing a full 10 yards on the play. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. It's a gain of 7 on the ground. 2nd down coming up.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
Finds Roberts left side. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Cool under pressure right there, escaping the pocket and finding what I think was not his primary target.
And some of these guys are just so comfortable getting outside of the pocket, that they'll do it on purpose. It doesn't even need to be a breakdown. Just they move, and they know it affects the defense, because a lot of times you get lost in coverage in the secondary, and I think you're exactly right. Wasn't his primary target. Found a secondary guy who sprang open, probably because of his movement out of the pocket.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll go down at the 28. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. And quickly, they get to the line. They'll look to throw. Steps away. And he can't hang on to it. That would have sealed it. Instead, second down. Second down following the incompletion.
And it doesn't matter who we talk to. It doesn't matter what week in the season. At some point when we talk to the head coach or the offense coordinator or the quarterback, what are they going to talk about? Decision-making.
Yeah.
Making good decisions. That throw there certainly was not one of them.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Back to throw. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll have the first down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. Now, whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Back to throw. They'll roll him out right. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. That'll leave him with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. He'll look to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, that plays a statistic that's going to go on the defensive team stat sheet. Won't necessarily reflect in ours, right, the overall game sheet. But you and I know that they keep count on.
Now RG3 rolling to his left. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now. Amari Cooper, his intended receiver, and now it's 4th down. And down by 5, they've got to go for it here on 4th down. Here we go. It's Griffin on 4th down. And this is caught. Amari Cooper. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside. A long drive here. Play 12 coming up for the offense. One last shot for RG3. Flush. And the Raiders are in for 6. Touchdown. RG3 finding the end zone on the game's final play. And the Raiders have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter.
I think what we just saw in that drive, partner, is great practice, preparation, and poise. Not only did they score with little time left for them to retaliate, they chewed up enough time along the way while still getting the yardage they needed. That was an impressive drive.
Very methodical. Now, barring something crazy on the kickoff, they've got this one. You still have to try the extra point, so this is not a done deal yet. It's up, and it is good. So make this a 2-point victory in grand style. This one's over. Well, that was a fun game to witness, partner. A touchdown there at the very end to win this thing.
And that's really where the emphasis is, right? The touchdown to win it. I know that they put a little on top, right? What's your favorite dessert? You know, what do you put on top of your favorite dessert?
Whipped cream. Maybe a cherry.
There you go. The whipped cream, the cherry, whatever you want to talk about, that's what they put on it. But the story, the touchdown to win it, that's how they got it done.
So for the Raiders, they improved to 5-0 now on the young season. And they'll have another home date next week as the Kansas City Chiefs come to town. Meanwhile, for San Diego, it was a good first month, but they'll fall to 4-1 as they suffer their first loss. And they'll have a tough one at home next week against the Denver Broncos. So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Black Hole celebrates. The Raiders are winners here as we say so long from Oakland.